Hello YouTube, welcome back. You may have noticed that my face isn't in this one. It's because my webcam is knackered, so I thought, fuck it, let's just stream without it. Why not? It only makes sense. And you know what? It's a bit liberating. I can pick my nose, I can stand up without any pants on. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll probably be having the webcam come back at some point, but for a little while at least, it's going to be gone. So there you go. You'll just have to put up with my voice. You'll have to put up with my voice. It's terrible. So, how is the fortress? How is the fortress? I note from the top left corner that we are not under siege, and it also looks like we've got traders here. That's nice, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Let's have a little look and see. Odom Race Whipped. Okay. A bit of problematic naming there, but okay. I think what we need to do is get our trader up here and hope that she will be able to get us some sweet deals. She's currently requested already, and her job is currently to trade at the depot, so no doubt she's on her way. That's good. Have I moved... Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, shit. I cancelled her job. Hopefully she'll come straight here anyway. Let's check to see if we've got any goods. We've got some pending goods. That's nice. A couple of weapon bins. Should be filled with glass-spiked balls, which I'm imagining are quite the commodity. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So let's unpause the game, let things advance for a bit. Surely nothing else was going on at the end of last session, was it? Just the traders? Glances over at checks. Hello, Rices. Welcome back. Can't I just type exclamation mark dwarf? I mean... I could set that up, but that's two separate bots. And this way, it keeps a list of people who said it that I can open up. Oh, hello Dragonfire, welcome back. Thanks for joining us in, and thank you for the sub, much appreciated. I was just saying to Rices that the thing about the bot is that when you use the channel points, which Twitch have provided, I can have it come up in a list of things that I need to do, so I don't just forget it as soon as it goes off the top of the Twitch chat, which is kind of handy. Plus, I set it to be it costs only as long as it takes after watching the channel for like 2 hours, which may seem like a bit long, but, you know, whatever. I can always turn it down a bit. I can always tweak it down a bit. It's not that difficult. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, I was hoping that Salford Sal would get our way up to the trade depot, and she's there. And we've got our goods in. It says pending, but we'll have a little look at what's there to trade. Nothing. Fuck's sake, we've got to wait until they've actually got some goods in there. That's fine though. That's fine, we can do that. We'll see the little boxes appear at the side there. They'll come out the steps and pop into the little trade depot. It'll be lovely. I'll have a look at Twitch chat. I mean, this is probably... I can't look at Twitch chat. The second I look away from the monitor, the little lads are going to bring their boxes up to the trade depot. Come on. Okay, I'm going to take a risk. I'm looking at chat. Let's have a little look at what we've got here. Arian, good evening. Welcome back to the stream. I say good evening. It's 20 to midnight. Ravlin says, plus most of us have a billion and it gives us something to spend them on. That's true. The channel points are extraordinarily abundant at the moment. Did that just move? Is someone in the other room? Hello? Oh, it's the sound of the bot. Fuck's sake. Well, I'll put dwarf in at another time. Next time I change it. Because technically the namey is there so that it... sorry, I got massively distracted by something moving under the table there. Oh, it's Lego falling out of a bag. What was I saying? Namey can apply to more than just Dwarf Fortress. It gets a bit weird if you say exclamation mark dwarf to have someone named after you in Oxygen Not Included or so. Bit weird, isn't it? Bit odd. But, you know, maybe we could be more specific. I mean, it's not like I play that many other games on stream, to be honest. Right, are they in there yet? Are they in there? Let's have a look. No one's brought the weapon bins up. Could it be because we're in a military alert? Of course it is. There we go. That should allow everything to be brought up now. And as soon as they're in, we shall begin the trading. Come on, dwarves. Was there a reason we were on an alert? Let me just check that there's no impending damager outside. Actually, wasn't there a giant? That could be it. Is there a giant knocking around? Let's see one in the list. Got a lot of caged prisoners. Undead, caged, uninvited guest, pond grabber, horse skeleton, dwarf farmer, necromancer. Are they a farmer slash necromancer, or are they a very specific necromancer that only necromances farmers? Is it called necromancing? Do you necromance a necromancy as a necromancer? Is that how it works? I always thought necromance was when you were kissing a lady on the neck. Or, you know, anyone, if you want to kiss, whoever you want to kiss, that's fine. I never enjoyed Oxygen Not Included, and I couldn't explain why. In Oxygen, they're only slim dwarves. You reckon? They've got those big heads. So they look like sort of bobblehead people. I must admit, Oxygen Not Included, although it doesn't grab me as much as Dwarf Fortress, grabs me more than RimWorld. Which I feel is odd, because a lot of people really love RimWorld, and it's never quite clicked for me. Every time I've played it, I've thought, I could be playing Dwarf Fortress. But, you know, maybe I'm mad. It's not improbable. Right, looking at this list, I don't see any giants knocking around. Has anybody seen a giant that I've missed? I don't think so. Chat would be full of people saying, oh, the giant. Oh no, there's a giant. Actually, there is. Look, Socrox. It's flashing and everything. Socrox non-nuongong. Socrox non-nuongong. Non-nuongong gono ngure. Okay, that's a mouthful. I like Socrox. Not so sure about the first middle name. Socrox Ngure. Let's just simplify it. Let's be a little less formal, shall we? Let's just allow the giant a little bit of decency, of casualness. Okay. Have we got our stuff up here yet? Let's take a look. Probably not. I've only been off the pause screen for a couple of seconds. They'll be along soon enough, don't worry. Hopefully before the traders leave. That would be an issue. Oh, hello. There we go. Just stand in the corridor for a second. That's fine. 18. Why have we got 16 frames a second? What's eating all of our frames up? And who's this? Oh, it's Bucky. Hello, Bucky. I thought you'd gone nuts and died. Oh well. Good to see you not crazy dead. Crazy dead? I mean, dead's dead, right? There are no degrees of death. Or are there? Maybe not. Maybe you're half dead. Let me know in chat if you are half dead. And tell me all about how that entails. I mean, I suppose you could be cut in half, and as long as it's like a horizontal slash and you're standing up, you could be cut in half, and technically the bottom half of you, as removed, would be dead. But I suppose you could be kept alive off of your body. But that's irrelevant. You could be technically half dead. Although, realistically, are those body parts still part of you? And because are you all very much alive? I don't know. It's a difficult distinction, isn't it? Why just bonus half dead inside? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Maybe we should produce like a little half gravestone for you. Well, that's no use, is it? Because then when you die, we'll have like a half gravestone. It's not like we can just... Well, I suppose we could get 2 half gravestones, glue them together when you die, but it'd be a bit fucking morbid, wouldn't it? I don't think that's a product I'm going to be able to market. Okay, so let's find that giantess, just to be careful, because there's a chance she could kill us. Where are you? Oh, she's up on the mountainside, nothing to worry about really. I'm going to check to see if they've got the gear into the trade depot, because if they have, I'm going to put the military alert back on. G? Ah, yeah. Let's put the military alert back on. Uh-huh. That's not how it works. That's how it works. There we go. Call everyone back in. Give you a few seconds to get over the threshold, you outdoorsy dwarves, you rare creatures. And then as soon as you're back over the threshold, we'll flip the switch, get that bridge shut, and hopefully lock everyone safe and soundly inside. Be good. Oh shit, is that a giant? No, it's a human. But it is also some kind of undead human. I can see that right now. Oh, it's only partial. It's a human right lower arm. Now, is a reanimated human right lower arm undead? Or is it only... Well, how much of a human... I mean, like 1/10 dead? I'm not entirely sure how this works. I've confused myself. Well, let's do that then. I will prepare a half gravestone for your eventual demise. But then again, then I have to arrange contact with your family and everything, so I can be told when you're dead. It's going to be very morbid. Very gloomy. I don't think it's going to be fun at all. Let's go down to the switch room and try flipping that switch. There's a very, very slender chance that that gate will shut before that lower arm climbs onto it. Then again, you know what? It's a single body part. It's just an arm. What is the actual worst that could happen? Sure, in Evil Dead 2, it like crawls up him and strangles him, but he still wins, right? And in Evil Dead 3, it happens as well. It pokes him in the eyes. But I don't think it's going to happen here. I think the caravan guards will very, very easily dispatch with an undead arm. Let's watch that get in there before we trade. Or do we trade right beforehand in case it rips through their numbers? Fuck it, let's trade first. Just in case. Right, so what have we brought here? Silver warhammers. Well, they're not for sale, are they? They're obviously proper weapons technology. We need them. A grown pecan wood bow and a grown peach longsword, though. Let's get rid of that bullshit. How about some more grown nonsense? God, how did all this elf guff end up in our fortress? They would have to die outside. So inconsiderate. Why is it in a different colour as well? Why is it grey? Am I trading with elves? No, it can't be elves. No, this can't be stolen goods traded back to the initial empire. No, it'd be fine. Okay, let's put some spiked green glass balls in. Ooh, cancel. Put some spiked green glass balls in, get a bit of trade value in, and have a look at what they've got in their stocks. Excuse me. What if it crawls up their rectum and controls you like a puppet? I mean, I'm not sure if you are that up on how bodies work. What the fuck is this? Why is this Lego constantly scattering? You better not be a fucking mousey. Sorry, got distracted for a moment. I'm not sure if you know how the human brain works, but it's not a series of wires and strings connected to your muscles. It's like it's electrical impulses. Like you couldn't puppeteer someone from up their bottom. Then again, maybe you could. Maybe if you actually pull the nerves, you could use them as a sort of pulley system. Well, that's for someone else to try out. I don't really want to put my hand up someone's bottom. Hi, person I've never met. Would you kindly let me know when your family member that I only know as Righteous Boner passes so I can provide the second half of their gravestone? Thanks. Oh, it'd be more something like novelty gravestone. I've made this novelty gravestone. I don't mean to disrespect the institution of whatever kind of funeral you're choosing to have for your child, because presumably I'm talking to your parents in my mind for some reason. But here's a little half gravestone that I arranged to bring to Egypt somehow. Man, that would be epic, though. Imagine the looks you'd get. I don't think it would go down very well. You have to use your imagination to figure out what the sounds are. You have to use your vivid imaginations. Anyway, let's have a little look what we've got here. Billion bars, octagon cut yellow spessartins. No, I don't think so. We don't need gems. Then again, they might be fun to have. Just whack on some furniture or something. Crank the value up. Various soils, sure. Sheep wool rope, not really interested. Pigtail rope, no, I'm not about the ropes. Water skins, likewise. A fungi wood nubam. What does a fungi wood nubam look like? This is a well-crafted fungi wood nubam. The drums are made from fungi wood. The stand is made from bronze. The heads are made from giant bat leather. The mallets are made from earthenware. The nubam is a mid-sized stationary percussion instrument. It consists of 3 hourglass wooden drums with leather heads, which rest on a metal stand. The musician strikes the heads with ceramic mallets. The instrument has a 1.5 octave range, going from a mid-high to a high pitch. Tuning is accomplished by adjusting the tension of the head. The instrument has a noisy, dull timbre. So it's a ceramic mallet onto, what's that, leather heads on a metal stand. It's a fairly standard drum. Noisy and dull. I imagine it was sort of dum 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 dum, except without the bit, because you couldn't make that sound on drums. That's madness. That's insanity. Excuse me. Oh, it's not Lego, it's Duplo, the massive Lego. I got confused for a second when I looked under the when I looked under the table, my perspective got thrown off because I saw what I thought was an enormous Lego brick, which led me to think I'm much closer than I am, but that means the table would be bigger. Oh! It's all good. A Chupacabra? Plutonium? Jesus, I hope not. Then again, we don't have any goats, so the Chupacabra shouldn't pose any kind of threat to anyone in the household. Good. Unless Black Phillip is visiting. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? There we go. Drum solo slaps. You should do beatboxing. Oh, I'm not that good. In fact, I'm very, very far from that good. Very, very far. The best I can manage is going various little bops and boops from my cheeks. And my beard's growing back too much to really do that properly. Anyway, where were we? We looked at the Nuban. It's time to look at the earthenware ore. What does an earthenware ore look like? This is a well-crafted earthenware ore. It is decorated with well-crafted giant olm bone. The yoke is made from saguaro ribwood. The sound chest is made from earthenware. The strings are made from silver. The ore is a mid-sized, handheld, metal-stringed instrument with wooden yoke and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plucks the 12 strings. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a low to a high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a vibrating timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a heavy, watery timbre. Okay, so heavy, watery, and vibrating. Okay. Okay, so it's wooden yoke, strings suspended from the yoke down to the body. Okay. So I'm imagining, for some reason, when he says yoke, like one of those things that the dairy maids carry the buckets on in the oldie dairy farm. You know what I'm talking about? That shoulder thing they put over a yoke. I'm imagining them sort of standing up to tense it, and then the strings going down to the ground. Doesn't have any of this specificity in it, but I'm imagining it. Past, like, the sounding chest, the sound chest, which is of course made from earthenware. So we've got these little ceramic squares. I don't do this normally. I don't normally imagine what they look like, but now we've got the camera off, all bets are off. So imagine these 2 little rectangular earthenware chests. No, it's not like the sound chest works differently. They're sort of large chimney pot things, like round tubes, ceramic tubes that flare out at the bottom, and the strings are tied into the bottom of those, which then hang from the shoulders of the player, and then they use is there a bow on this, or is it just plucked, and then they pluck the strings under their armpits. They've got their arms out like they're carrying, we've got 2 people in a headlock, and they're plucking the strings either side of them, going boom, 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 boom. Except that's not how it goes, because we know how it sounds. It's got a vibrating timbre, and it's heavy and watery. I don't know about watery, but it sounded heavy. It'll do. The middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has a delicate, piercing, strident timbre. So it's different. It's delicate and piercing, but also vibrating. So it's middle, it's not high. That doesn't sound delicate. Doesn't sound delicate at all. Although, how do you sound delicate but also piercing and strident? No, I'm not sure about the sound of these strings. I think there's problems here. I mean, one more attempt. Delicate, piercing, strident, yet vibrating, plucked strings. Here we go. Delicate, strident, piercing, vibrating. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, it's not the best, but it'll do. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a wobbling, fragile timbre. Okay, wobbling, fragile, and vibrating. I think we can roll vibrating and wobbling into one thing, right? A vibration is just a really fast wobble, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I'm going to play it. So we're going to go for a slower vibration, something in the middle of a wobble and a vibration. Less of a whoop, and less of a and more of a. I'm spitting everywhere, but the webcam's off, so it doesn't matter. But wobbling and fragile. It's got to be high too. Not high enough. Not fragile enough. Again, not satisfied with that one, but it'll do. Hello, the life of Ryan B. Welcome to the stream, I think. Thanks for joining us. Can it be slapped? Gotta love a good slapper. Oh, what a lovely little pun. Didn't see it right until the end. It's very good. Very good. But it is a stringed instrument, so technically you could play slapor. Man, I think the slapor would be a good style to add to the koksuku band. I think we've got a new instrument ready to join our musical style. It's going to be like the sort of rock and roll of dwarven colonies. That's my idea. Best part of the stream. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, there must be better out there. You must be able to find another channel that's better than this. But thank you for hanging around anyway. Let's have a look and see what the green glass akam is like. What is a green glass akam like? This is a well-crafted green glass akam. The akam is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of a glass chime. The musician strikes the chime. The instrument has a single mid-low pitch. The instrument has a quavering, buzzy timbre, whatever. So, single mid-low chime, a glass chime. How do you get a low note out of a glass chime? That just doesn't... I mean, glass says tinkle to me. I don't know about you. It says tinkle, sparkle, stuff like that. It doesn't say single mid-low pitch. But anyway, we'll give it a go. Quavering and buzzy. Bang, bang, bang. No, that's too resonant. That's very brassy. That's a big bell noise. That's not a glass chime. A glass chime is a delicate thing. It's a delicate thing. And a 40-year-old man should definitely be able to make delicate noises like glass chimes. It can't possibly go wrong. I tell you what, I think we may have to turn to a little bit of digital assistance. Give me 1 second. This should probably do the trick. Let's give it a go. How does a quavering and buzzy glass chime sound?
Not buzzy enough.
Did that work? I can't hear it, unfortunately. Excuse me, unless I turn my microphone on, I won't be able to hear if the digital assist worked, but I feel like it's as close as we're going to get. I feel like my attempts to mimic the sound of a quavering, buzzy glass chime are going to be pretty limited. Pretty limited by my physiology. Curse you, physicality. How dare you cage me like this? Let's go back to Thingy. Hello, Sal. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Currently uploading, making the stream stutter a bit. Oh, dear. A glass chime would be deep if it was a wide fishbowl. I associate tinkle more with porcelain than glass. Everybody's on fire with the puns. I mean, that's a pun, right? It is a pun. It might be some other kind of wordplay, but I'm pretty sure it's a pun. It was buzzy. Well, that's good. That's good. High-pitched and buzzy was as close as we were ever going to get, I think. That was like a cartoon character doing something inappropriate. Intriguing. I mean, a lot of the cartoon characters that are most famous were around in the kind of times where inappropriate shit was going on, so God knows what people got up to. Ever remember old Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was a bit saucy, wasn't it? Heavens above. Anyway, let's stop looking at the green glass akam and take a little peek at... only 3 musical instruments. Looks like we can put Simon Swerwer back on and have a little peeky poo at what else they've brought for trading. What have we got? Copper puzzle box.
We will tear your soul apart.
Oh, thank you. It's a lament configuration puzzle box, apparently. A water buffalo bill. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if that's... I know it's not actually Buffalo Bill. It's something else. But I think it's probably a water buffalo bull. But for the sake of an amusing little aside, I wonder if they mean the cowboy Buffalo Bill or the guy out of Silence of the Lambs.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Maybe not. Maybe not. That was an unnecessary little jape, wasn't it? Cow, goose. I tell you what. I could buy some egg layers, couldn't I? Let's buy the goose. What else have we got? Let's see. Do we need any other things to graze? I mean, an alpaca's shearable. We get a little bit of wool off of that. Let's go for that.
They're alpacas from the Andes with hooves instead of handies.
God damn it, that piece of music will never leave my mind. I don't know if anyone else in chat has kids, but have you got any little musical stings from the childhood television they watched that will just always stay in your mind? We don't want a guinea cock, especially not in the current climate of a full cocking in the egg-laying room. We need some female eggs. We need to introduce a little bit of cloaca into the situation. No, guinea cock. The clue is the euphemism for penis in the name. Horse, nanny goat. I mean, it's not going to lay any eggs, but certainly get some milk out of it. Bull. Very valuable milk comes from bull. I hear they spend fortunes on trading it. We've already put the goose in. And do I want a cow? We had a massive overload for cows before, didn't we? Tell you what, let's put it in there. Get some cheese made. So, don't really need to buy any of these extracts or any booze. I tell you what, let's treat the dwarves. Seeing as they only normally get wine, let's buy some ale. What else have we got? Goat's milk, dwarven wine. Don't want that. Bit more dwarven beer. It's all good. I hear chat moving. Let's have a little look, see what's going on. Either way, glad he's caged. If only I knew what that was in reference to. I left it too long. I looked away from chat and now they're talking about things that I said a minute ago and I can't remember. What a disaster. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come back up. Hello, Fuzzy Logic. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Foul language. That's true. That is true. Lots of bird-based foul language. Female eggs as opposed to male eggs. That's true. Hang on a minute. Is the gender determined by the chromosome in the egg or in the sperm? Because then technically under that rubric you could have male and female eggs, and I suppose technically once they're fertilized an egg definitely has a sex, right? Or am I crazy? Currently introducing the boy to Dogtanian. That theme is not leaving my head for weeks. I remember when I was a kid, I don't think I liked Dogtanian. I really hated the sort of animation style of Dogtanian, Seven Cities of Gold, Bodyworks, all that kind of stuff. I used to hate anime basically as a kid, and well, it's not exactly anime, but you know what I mean. I used to hate that style of animation, and then as an adult, I've come to appreciate it a bit more. So maybe I should return to Dogtanian. Then again, maybe not. Maybe that's madness. The Wiggles, fruit salad, yummy, yummy, fruit salad. Oh God, I remember fruit salad. That'll never go. Oh, Buffalo Bill in the cage. That makes sense. That makes sense. We need a version of Mama Dwarf Sal that lays eggs as well as giving birth. Holy goodness, I can imagine that. If we found an egg layer as fecund as the dwarven Salford Sal, I think we'd end up with a bit of an egg problem pretty quickly. We'd all be treading on eggshells, literally. What have we got going on here? The egg would provide the X. We all have X. Oh, is that how it works? Danger Mouse theme tune was the best. Ah, oh, God, I can barely remember it. Do you remember that thing, have you ever felt like this? When strange things happen, are you going round the twist? That was Round the Twist, I remember that. But there was also a TV show with puppets called Round the Bend, which was set in a sewer. I remember that being amazing as a kid, and I remember seeing it as an adult later on and going, oh, it's kids stuff. Oh well. Once the egg is fertilised, isn't it no longer an egg, says Ravelin, at least with regards to human eggs. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a hard demarcation line. As soon as it gets spunky, does it suddenly become something other than egg? Because I feel like you've got a transition from egg and sperm to like fertilized egg, right? Because a fertilized egg is a phrase. But I don't know if is it technically a zygote at the moment it's fertilized. Wiggles, chicken down the road. I don't know chicken down the road. That's one I've not heard. Fruit salad embedded itself in my mind, but thankfully I left the room. Scrambled eggs for breakfast every day. Oh, I mean, if you were laying them, I mean, you'd be like a machine gun. If, and it's a big if, the fecundity of your dwarf in the game is in any way somehow influenced by your actual person, which seems unlikely. But if that is the case, then I imagine a goose named after you would go mad. Zygote, that's what I thought. Interesting, it's an embryo, but a bird egg is always an egg. I suppose it's got the hard outside, right? The little baby comes out of the egg, whereas the egg turns into the baby in the case of a mammal. Or, no, I might be batshit crazy. Someone's going to have to hit the wiki. But I think there's a mammal. No, the definition of a mammal is that it doesn't lay eggs, right? Live birth. Can't have a mammal that lays eggs. Not the duck-billed platypus. Is that a mammal? Oh, fuck. My mind's collapsing in on itself. Let's go back and look at the trading. Let's look at Water Buffalo Bill's milk barrel. That sounds like a euphemism. Slurder of Lipperburb extract from a barrel. That's nice. I don't think we'll have that. Two-humped Kimball's milk barrel. It looks like I've... hang on. Let's... can I zoom in and out? Ah, that's better. There we go. Now we can see what's going on. Good. Keep going down. Oh, can we? Soldier of Burp extract. Okay, I'm pretty sure we don't need any extracts though. We'll be fine. Steel mace, don't need any of that shit. Bronze short sword, training spears, blah, blah, fucking blah. Come on, show me the good stuff. Give me the books. The food and the books. I'll buy all your food to keep my dwarves happy with a few variety treats. And then I'll go and read your books. Cave spider bags, blah blah. Oh, hello. Wheat flour bag. Oh no, that's not actually included in the food. Cave wheat seeds, quick lime, cave wheat. Oh wait, gypsum. Gypsum plaster. Ah yeah, let's do a quick search for gypsum plaster. GYPS. Ah yeah, they brought loads. That's good. Okay, so let's clear the search. There we go. And shit, we're back at the top. Just do page down, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody calm down. Copper helms, sheepwool dresses, blah blah blah. Cave spider silk bags, blah 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 blah. Sugar bags. White sand bags, tower caps. Let's buy some cloth. We may as well. We've got a bit of trade value to splash around. And take all their cloth and leather. Keep our dwarves in underpants and hats, presumably. Fuck knows what we're using it all for. I'm not a man of fashion. I don't understand clothing. I mean, I understand clothing enough to put it on, but I'm not someone who thinks too deeply about what I'm wearing. As can be ascertained from any photograph of me. A billion figurine of dwarves, a capybara bone scepter, steel bolts, iron bolts, blah blah blah, cushion cut moss opals, iron anvils, steel anvils, yada yada, mule sweetbreads, here we go, this looks like food, cave lobster, prepared one-humped camel eye, one-eyed camel now, plump helmets, yeah, may as well, quarry bush leaves, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, artichoke hearts, cave spider, silk thread, but actually, yeah, let's just buy the thread, why not, we may as well. We have had a bit of a bottleneck around thread before. So, let's carry on looking at what else is here. Coyote leather quiver, that sounds like an album name from some kind of sexy desert-based cowboy band. We are Coyote leather quiver. Except it's not that kind of quiver with the arrows in. Okay, that was a weird way to take it, and I'm kind of starting to regret that. Let's buy some cheese to take the bad taste out of our mouth. Lovely cheese. What a palate cleanser. Kangaroo cheese, 2 hub camel cheese. That's a lot of fucking cheese. And some splints. Ah, here we go. Harmony might help. A copy. Let's have a little look and see what's in here.
This is a great horned owl parchment scroll. It is decorated with swan bone. The rollers are made from bismuthinite. On the item is an image of pomegranate trees in pond turtle shell. Written on the item is an essay entitled Harmony Might Help, authored by Rovod Tunnel-Oka. It concerns the value of harmony. The writing has a very serious tone. Overall, the prose is passable.
Platypus and echidna lay eggs and are mammals, non-placental mammals. Mind blown. I was right. Holy shit. That's insane. Believe me, I know what it's like having young kids who aren't quite old enough to play the games you're interested in, but you know what? I can meet my boy halfway. Play a bit of Minecraft with him every now and again. Although I was a bit disappointed when I rented an entire server to play Minecraft with him. I actually went and got an external server, and I was like, oh yeah, we can get all your friends. And before it'd come out of my mouth, I had to stop because I was like, they all play on fucking console. Not a single one of them's using Java Edition or even Windows 10. I mean, maybe one or two of them using, but it doesn't matter though, because they're playing on console, and you can't have a private server on console because I don't fucking know why. Any one-eyed snake milk for sale? Not that I'm aware of, but there may well be helmet snake venom. We've definitely seen quite a bit of helmet snake venom, which I think is as good as one-eyed snake milk for a pun. Don't like any number of eyes in my snake milk. No, I don't think you would want eyes in snake milk. Then again, how would you milk a snake? I mean, anything you squeeze out of it's going to be venom or blood, right? Or piss. Could accidentally squeeze a big old glass of snake piss out. You don't want that. Ew. Ugh. There's nothing better than laying in bed after a very tiresome day. That's true. It is nice to take the feet off. Take the feet off? Not literally remove the feet, but take the feet off the ground and lean back. Sareth keyboard, Godham bells, bookcases, a Kimberlite-bound codex. Let's take a look at that.
This is a Kimberlite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Victory by Laboratory Ovens.
Hello?
Authored by Udib Whipwaded. It concerns the construction and use of laboratory ovens. The writing has a very serious tone, yet it is quite florid. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either.
Well, incredible. Laboratory ovens. I thought they were called kilns or autoclaves, but apparently not. You can have a laboratory oven. It's nice. I like it. I bet that Heston Blumenthal's got a laboratory oven.
This is a Cassiterite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 48-page manual entitled The Mystery of the Windlass, authored by Atir Autumnoils. It concerns the construction and use of the windlass. Overall, the prose is passable. Boring. Let's have a look at this codex. What have we got here? This is a finely crafted, pitch-blend-bound codex. It is encrusted with round bauxite cabochons and encircled with bands of square, brilliant-cut red pie ropes. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Unusual Animal Development, authored by R.L. Lashdrums. It concerns the embryological development of creatures. The writing artfully flashes through seemingly disjoint topics. Overall, the prose is masterful.
That doesn't work. Seemingly disjoint topics? Surely it's disjointed. Or maybe I'm just being a fool. Who knows? One more... No, it's a parchment sheet now. Parchment sheets are only good for lining pie tins. Anyway, how much have we traded for? 651 profit to the trader, 8,000 trade credits. Let's put a few more spike balls in to sweeten the pot.
Put my balls in your pot to keep you sweet, trader.
Trader! Sorry. Let's do some trading. There we go.
Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods?
Yes. Yes, I am. And there we go. All done. I've got a couple of persimmon wood training swords and a spiked copper ball. I say a couple. We've got one. What can I buy that's worth that? I want to get rid of this bullshit. Training swords
fit only to be pushed into the bottoms of people who love that kind of thing.
Training sword. Ouch. I don't think there's going to be many people who are into swords. That's got to be... I mean, you get sword swallowers, right? But I feel like sword bottomers? I'm not sure it's a thing. And if you know it to be a thing, please don't send me any links. I mean, fine. But I'm sure we could find something a little bit, you know, better. Like something without a blade. Or something without splinters. That would be good. Then again, I suppose you can polish wood quite well. You won't get a splinter off this table. Then again, I wouldn't want to shove this table up my arse. That would be painful. I'd walk funny for, well, ever. Anyway, where were we? What am I buying? Barrels. Let's just buy some barrels. Fuck it. There we go. There we go. That went weird quickly, didn't it? Very quickly. We may as well put that spiked copper ball in, and actually, for some reason, a few other bits. Fuck it. There we go. All to get rid of a shit wooden sword. And to somehow end up on a weird tangent like that. That was very strange. What am I up to here? What's the end game? What am I playing at? There we go. Let's put that on for a minute. So, let's... Oh, there are arms coming in. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? In it comes, into the thing, and it's fighting. Who's it fighting? Did it last very long? Let's find out. Oh, the giantess is fighting. Oh dear. That's not great. Salford Sal is fighting. Let's see how you did, Sal. Let's take a little peek at what you're doing. Attacked by the human right lower arm, but it missed you, that's good.
I was attacked by the dead. This is truly horrifying. In the midst of conflict, I laugh in the face of death. This is my fight too. This might require an answer.
Okay, well it looks like the thing is dead. Is it though? We can't be sure. We can't be sure, because there's a lot of stuff going on there. The traders appear to be leaving. Going so soon? I feel like there's more to be done here, right? You could hang around for a bit? No? You're going to leave all your goods in there? Just because of one undead arm? This could be a problem, though. Is there more going on? Is it the mistake of walk bottle? Is that what I'm seeing? The wild boar, necromancer, hunter, kangaroo, doe left hand. I'm not seeing a human... Oh, there it is, the human right lower arm. Let's have a little look. What are you up to? It looks like it got fucked up pretty quickly, or pinned to the ground with a bolt from a crossbow. I'm not entirely sure what happens there. It attacked Sal, and then got pinned. Very interesting. It's alright. It's alright, Righteous. She's fine. She's fine, I think. I haven't checked. She could be dead, but I'm hoping she's fine. It'll be nice. Hello, Druids Mead. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Likewise, Clay Cree. Hello, everybody. Don't Google it, Ravelin. Whatever it was, don't Google it. Ow! You could release me from the trade depot now the traders have run away. That's true, I could let you go. That's a good idea. Oh, my webcam's broken, Clay Cree, so no webcam for a little while. For a little while. It's fine, though. There we go. Sal has been released. I release thee. Let's get the thing back so I can actually see when it's paused. There we go. Lovely. Well, once the traders have toddled off and left all of their shit behind, we'll close the gates and check out the mining, I think. Although at 9 frames a second. What is this bullshit? This is uncool, unnecessary, unwanted. I'm just going to check that the giant hasn't got a little bit too close for comfort. Excuse me. Pardon me, hiccuping away. Oh yeah, she's having a whale of a time up here fighting all these mistakes of walk bottle. I like it. I like the fact that combat is being had betwixt mine enemies. Wunderbar. I love it. Okay. Have they left yet? Oh, they're coming back. Are they coming back? It's hard to tell at this frame rate. I feel like we need to do something to up the frame rate. And there's no fires to put out. There's no water to stop flowing. Actually, that might not be true. There might be water flowing down here, mightn't there? That's all full. So, presumably it's closed? No, it's open. It's open. Of course it's open. Of course it's open. Of course I finished a session with the gates left open so a monster could just stride in from the third cavern layer. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Excuse me. Good evening, Dr. Phineas. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Have you hit a critical mass of creatures? We could have done, Druid's Mead. It's possible. Let's take a little look at our animals. I don't think it's our animals, to be honest. No, we've only got one page. Look at all those puppies. Soon they will grow to be wonderful gloves and handbags and coats. Wonderful. Anyway, what else have we got going on? It seems like the traders don't actually want to... Question mark? Was that an arrow? Well, a bolt. What am I missing here? Human left upper arm, human left hand. There appears to be a thoroughly dismembered, reanimated corpse. It looks like they've dealt with it. That's good. Are the traders actually leaving or not? You know what? I don't think it matters. I'm just going to close the gates, and then when they want to leave, we'll open the gates for them. It will be fine, I'm sure. In no way will they interpret this as being held prisoner. Never would they even in a million years think that. Let's just wait for the door to shut before we stop paying attention. Come on. Come on. Close the gates. Close the gates. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yes? No? Question mark? Query. Conundrum? Hello? Goodbye. Yes? No. 9 frames a second. It's not really my favourite speed the game runs at, to be honest. I would kind of like to figure out what's causing it, but I'm guessing it's got something to do with all the undead on the surface and that giant fighting them. The cavern water is disturbed. It starts in a sort of inert state which uses very low FPS until the water is disturbed. Oh, okay. Well, once the gates are shut, we'll be able to get the cavern layer quiet once again. Ah, the gates are shut. Nice. Good. That means we can come down to the cavern layer and we can say, you know what, we'll wait for that corridor to fill up first. We'll let it fill up. Once the cavern layer's finished disgorging, it's not really disgorging, splooshing out all of its liquids, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Got a lot of fluid coming down there. It drops off pretty quickly. It's weird how you get all 6s and 5s up here, but over the course of this corridor it goes down to 2s and 1s. The water's barely going down there in a trickle. Barely a trickle. I wonder if channeling out one more floor in this corridor here would actually make a difference. If we just had it go down a floor. I don't think it would it? Seems unlikely. Seems very unlikely. Never mind. Come on, fill up. Hurry, hurry, cavern. Then again, am I that patient? I think we know the answer to this question already, don't we? I'm not that patient. Let's go down. And flip the switch. That's the upstairs switch, right? Question mark. Add pull now. Better be the upstairs switch. We shall see.
We shall see. We will find out soon enough.
A DFHack clean all might help. A quick save would probably be a good idea after all the trading. You think so? Maybe we should. That's right, Butternut Squash. Splooshing. Splooshing. It will help loads. Vertical channels are many times more efficient than wide ones. Ah, okay. Intriguing. Well, once the gates are shut and this is dry again, we will probably think about digging out a little bit more step-style stuff. That would be good. Give us a little dropsy. In fact, it's not even shallow. I don't know why we're refilling that so ardently. It's not even shallow enough to start channeling down in here, is it? Or is it? Am I missing something? Let's see. DH. Can I channel across here? Yeah, of course I can. Oh, I mean, I can put the order in, but I can't actually get someone down there to dig it out, though. That seems like it's unlikely. Although we may have just made it awkward to get in there by the lack of slopes and steps. Is that what's causing it? Because no one's coming down to take the order, are they? Nobody gives a fuck about that. Maybe if I say DH and I channel out this little bad boy here, that'll give us a slope to get down there. Although we should have slopes all the way around the side anyway, but I don't know. Nobody's coming down there at all. Ah, I remember why. The military alert prevents them from heading too deep into the mines. Now they'll get down here. It'll be fine. A green lever is closed, a red lever is open. You've just opened something, not closed it. Have I? Question mark? Nope. Not in this fortress, Sal. Not in this fortress. Not in the fortress where we fiddle with levers before we've even looked them up. No. That's an open lever. On for water flowing. Off for water stopping. That's how I've wired it up. Of course it's not vanilla in this fortress. Of course it's not. As if I would follow any kind of rules. Excuse me sniffling away. Must be even more noticeable when there's no face to look at, just voice to hear. Right, no one's coming down. Oh, wait a second. Did that order get picked up? Or am I looking on the wrong floor? Ha 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 ha, I'm looking on the wrong floor. DX, there we go. Okay, so maybe I do need to do a channel on this floor. DH, there we go. This should give us access? Question mark? Yes, no? Then again, how many miners do I have left? That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's go... Oh. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Let's not. Let's not keep interrupting me with meaningless twaddle. I don't care. I'm not interested. No more? Good, he's gone. Okay, so, fuck you. You couldn't just do it all in one fucking screen, could you? You had to come back repeatedly. Oh, just one more thing. Like fucking Columbo. Come on. Done? You better be done. Okay, so, clearly all of this is accessible. Oh, hello. Well, yeah, clearly, because there's a cat come down here. So maybe it's just the fact that we don't have any miners. I am going to go to Dwarf Therapist for the first time this evening and take a little look. We had 57 adults, 21 children and 0 vulnerable babies. And now we've got the same. Good. I like that. I like a static population. Very nice. It doesn't look like we're shy of miners either, does it? That's quite a few people with permission to mine. Nay, the impetus to mine. Okay, someone has taken this one, so... It must be the depth of the fluids. Or access to that floor. It's entirely possible that the problem is access rather than depth, but we'll see. We can always channel out a few more of these squares just to lessen the depth. It'll be fine. Nobody needs to panic. Everybody can remain calm. Oh, fucking hell, come on. Get down there and actually dig it out, though. Maybe I should just put more in. Yeah, let's put more orders in for mining. It's going to be easier that way. If I go down to priority 2, we'll just bang one in there. Mouse isn't working. Alright, fuck you. I won't use the mouse. Oh, hello. There we go. Thank you, Sal. Thank you for pooping in chat. Back to the images we go. Does a static population generate electricity? Or will it stick to your woolly jumper? There's a question for you. It may do. It may do. I suppose that static doesn't sort of generate electricity, does it? Can you generate like flowing electricity from static electricity? Left-hand rule? Right-hand rule? I'm not entirely sure how it works. Also, I haven't put any more channeling issues in. Orders. Issues? Question mark? The fuck is going wrong with my mind? And then we'll do tier 3 mining there and tier 4 mining, and then hopefully that'll be enough to get the water spread out far enough to evaporate. or not even evaporate. We just want it shallow enough that people can go down there and mine. It doesn't look like the dwarves want to get down here too quickly, does it? They're letting those little orders hang around for quite some time before picking it up. I'm not entirely chuffed about that. I'm just going to do a quick refresh. Take a look at what the miners are up to. We've got one here who's currently resting. Oh yeah, we've got a couple who are actually quite badly wounded. 1, 2, 3 of them. Shit. Then again, we did buy some gypsum plaster, which suggests to me that our hospital will be coming online, right? A little bit of gypsum plaster, that's all they needed, wasn't it? If I say, I look at the hospital settings, what have we got going on? Yeah, we're good for thread, we're good for cloth, splints, crutches, powder for casts is all good, buckets, it's only soap that remains a bottleneck. And seeing as we put a stop on the cooking with dog fat, we should be okay. Why are these currently stuck in a task and sitting in the hall? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, where were we? Soap making then. Soap. We put a wood burner in here, didn't we? So that's good. What do we need next? What's the next part of this? Make ash. We're only going to need a few. Just spam the A key, that should do it. There we go. Anyone in chat put forward the next link in the soap chain? Is someone set to bone setting labour? Bone setting. Bear with me, let me have a little look. Bone setting. Dressing wounds, suturing, setting bone. Yes, Stratosphere 24, currently a bone setter. Also, a level 17 farmer, a wood burner, a presser, a plant processor. In fact, all the farming skills he's pretty adept at, and a leather worker. Also a furnace operator. Man's got many strings on his bow. Although I feel like maybe we should be turning off some of those strings. If he's now an important member of our medical community, everything else is going off. Good. Commit. Let's see how our doctor comes along now. Is he going to turn up and start actually doing some medicine? Performing healing acts? Living up to his Hippocratic oath? Don't know, we'll have to see. An ashery to make lye. Very exciting. Let's have a little look at our farm zone. Build workshop. Ashery, which is Y. There we go. Needs an empty barrel. Fart knockers. I thought I'd bought barrels, didn't I? Interesting. Okay, how about if I... How do I go about getting a barrel? Barrels. Now, I think what's going to happen is as soon as I make a barrel, as opposed to a rock pot, it's going to get grabbed and used for storing food immediately. Hello, Static. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. How is your dwarf? That is a very good question. If you bear with me one moment, I will sort by nickname and have a little look. You are currently in the... Oh dear, Static. I think you're in the dead club. I think you may have popped your clogs, bought the farm, kicked the bucket, various other euphemisms for having died. It's a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. However, let's just quickly take a look over at Dwarf Therapist. Let's just make sure. Dragonmin, Arrow, Orchimedes, Akira, Arctrect, Arson Octopus, Asbestos, Baby Salsa, Brad _ Buckshot Brigade, Cole Law, Conan Dude, Dave V3, Defecatius, Diana Sark's Cult, Druids Mead, Doroinoi Yeblen, Arian, Fuzzy, Hyber No Way, Japs 1285, Canada, Keek 100, Kid of Burden, Claycree Crabbyucus. Oh yeah, there's 2 Crabbyucuses. We need to figure out which one to keep and which one to get rid of. Let Us Pray, Lord Shaper 85, Nick Northwesterhausen, Osa Little, Osa Lot, Oronog, Potato Salad, Kvatch, Ravelin 4, Rowboat, Salad Cream, Salford Sal, Scoundbelly, Stairmaster 400, Stratosphere 24, The Pope 5000, Tidy, Chunky Nut, and ZBC. Oh god, I need to be reminded of how that's pronounced. But no, Static, unfortunately, you are very much dead. Dead. Oh. Oh. I was about to launch into a Rocky Horror Picture Show song there for some reason. A bit weird. Never mind. Anyway, welcome back though. Welcome back. We'll name another dwarf after you soon enough. Don't worry. Don't worry. Dismantle a workshop that has a barrel. A dying works. Man, I don't have a dying works, Druid's Mead. I feel like it's probably... Hopefully it was an honourable death. Yes. Yes. Cling to that dream. Hold on to that. Keep that thought in your mind. Just focus on it. Block out all evidence to the contrary. I mean, it's almost guaranteed you died in a mining accident, which of course for a dwarf is an honourable death. But it is also possible you lost your shit and killed some people. Or got killed by some people losing their shit. There's a lot of lost shit in this fortress. The Fortress of Lost Shit. That's where we are. Stone pots can stand in for barrels for most uses. Yeah, I mean, look, we've got an absolute plethora of stone pots here. Wine pots, wine pots. We have a couple of barrels. I think I'll put in an order. JMQ. If I just say BARREL... excuse me. Pardon me. I'll tell you what, we could use up some of the steel we've got. Make a steel barrel. It seems extravagant. Let's just put in an order for 10 barrels and see how many we end up with. There we go. Now, as long as I keep an eye on the lad here. Our little... What's it called? Make stuff out of wood. Carpenter's Workshop. As long as I keep an eye on the Carpenter's Workshop and watch for that barrel coming out of the lathe. Is that how they make barrels? On a lathe? No, they don't. They get a cooper to do it. It's not even a carpenter. Carpenter might cut the planks to make the barrel, but it's a cooper who puts the barrel together. Gone to the great fort in the sky with infinite beers. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, you'd be a little wobbly after the first half of infinity, but, you know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Hello, someone's going in with a wheelbarrow? No, going straight past. They don't care. An adamantine barrel? Druid's Mead. Do you mean an extravagantine barrel? I don't think we've got any tin left, Sal. Let's have a look at the bars. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Stocks. Bars. Iron bars, gold bars, silver bars, copper bars, bronze bars, steel bars, tin bars. Oh, okay, we've got fucking loads of tin bars. Make a tin barrel for all. Tin barrel. There we go. And you know what? Let's make 50 of those bad boys. Let's bang out a buttload of barrels. Lots of B words there. Lots of words. What time is it? Goodness, it's already 20 to 1. I may have to take a break in a bit, but we'll give it a little while. We'll give it a little while. Let me at least finish this bottle of beer. Is anybody actually going to make these? What skill is it? Is it blacksmithing to make a barrel? I'm guessing it is. I'm just having a look in Dwarf Therapist over here. We have some blacksmiths. Only one who is any good. One of the Krabiukuses. Ah! Currently in hospital. So not the ideal person to be making stuff. Metalsmithing. I feel intrigued by Deep Rock Galactic Fuzzy Logic. I've had a little look at it. And it looks very interesting. However, I feel like it's going to be a little while before I dive into it because I am currently balls deep in Death Stranding and I'm fucking loving that. And also, by playing Death Stranding, I'm neglecting the Ark server that I was playing with Chunky Nut. So, I mean, I've got games queued up to play. I almost streamed Death Stranding. That's how much I'm into Death Stranding at the moment. Madly good game. Metalsmithing. Okay, let's have a little look and see if we've got any metalsmiths. Metal crafting? Yes, we've got metal crafters. Not so much metalsmiths, although clearly no one's using these workshops, he says on an unhighlighted window. There we go. Clearly no one's using these workshops at the moment, so maybe they're not actually making what I'm wanting them to. Getting a lot of glass stuff though. These glass workshops are getting banged out madly. Banged out madly. Hang on, my brain seems to be shutting down. Yeah, it definitely looks very interesting, Deep Rock Galactic. It's come along a long way since I last looked at it, that's for sure. It's a great game. Scout is Bay, grapple gun plus flares. Oh. I know, right, Dr. Phineas? I know. I don't get a lot of the hate for it. I've had people tell me it's shit and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I really enjoy it. Extremely well optimized, says Druid's Mead. Are we talking here about old thingamajiggle? Old Deep Rock Galactic? Because I'm definitely interested in giving that a crack. To be honest, Fuzzy, if you're not red hot for it already, wait for the price to go down. I would say it's got a lot of the DNA of Metal Gear Solid V. And if you fancy like something in a vaguely similar vein, when that goes on sale, have a go at that. Keep yourself occupied. But when look out for Death Stranding in the sales, because I think if you're 55 quid is a lot to spend on it. I spunked all of my Twitch money on it, so you know it's a large purchase. But if you're only intrigued, let it drop. Let it drop. Hang on, wait a while, and pick it up when it's a bit cheaper, because it's definitely a good game in my mind. One Little Migrant. Can we call him Billy? Hello, Tidy. Welcome back. Oh, it was you who said metalsmithing. Duh. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's call him Billy. If he makes it to the gates. He's got to make it past the giant first. The old giant's over there. Let's pause it. Let's check to see where the giant is. Let's just be sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tons of undead. And it looks like they've killed the giant. Oh no. That's a different giant. Oh, that one's we've got in a cage. That's fine. Caged giant, not a worry. Loose giant, a worry. Mind you, as much as a worry as all these dingo skeletons and dingo partial skeletons and opossum skeletons. That's a lot of skeletons knocking around out there. And lots of partial animal parts. A pig head. Nice. Nice. Oh, hello. We've got a merchant as well out there. Okay, so the merchants are now trade depot. That's fine. Stop panicking, scoundrel. It looks like the undead overwhelmed the giant, which tells me all I need to know about getting out on the surface. I don't think we're going to rescue little Billy here, you know? I don't think we're going to manage it. I don't think we're going to do it. Let's have a quick look at and see who putative Billy is. If we sort by migration wave, here we go. 57 adults, 21 children, and 0 vulnerable babies. We now see that we've got... It was indeed a migration wave of 1. If we scroll down here, it was Amos Otilogen, a weaponsmith of level 6, who's really not high on my agenda to let into the fortress, to be honest. I don't want to risk lives getting him in. I feel like we could lose more people than we gain if he makes it through the gauntlet. And, you know, nothing really selling in militarily. What do we reckon, chat? Do we save Lonely Billy? Or do we just let Lonely Billy die? Do we let him succumb to the undead? Send more cops! What's the thing? What do we do? What do we do? Come on. I need your opinions. Looks like I'll be spending about £150 on a board game. Yikes, that's a spicy pricey. But then again, I mean, some of those board games that are coming out these days are works of art. So, you know, if you want it, go for it. Go for it. Can my new dwarf name be Kitats? I suppose so. I don't see why not. If you do the namey thing, exclamation mark namey, and just after it write Kitats, then that'll be fine. That'll put it on the list. And when I go and do the naming, I'll remember to do it. It'll be good. Catan plus every expansion. Is that 150 quid? I would have thought Catan's quite cheap, right? It's just a fairly simple board, little wooden pegs and bits, right? Can't be 150 quid. That's insane. Let him die as he lived, says Tidy. Alone? Lonely Billy alone? Dead Reckoning on KS. What's that? Is that the game, I'm assuming? I say open the door for a bit and see if he makes it. Well, Sal being very, very generous there. I mean, we've got a lot of undead out there, but we'll give him a go. Fuzzy says, I'm pretty much settling into one big game a year where I'm lucky enough to be more limited by space than cash. Nice. Nice, I like that. That'd be a good scenario to be in. Let him grab the stuff around him, make a squad, and see what you can scrounge. Okay. Alright, that's not the maddest idea. Yeah. Can we put him in a squad if he hasn't been to the meeting hall yet? Is that possible? Because we've got a lot of fucking armour here. Copper chain leggings, copper helm. Oh, they're all large. He can't wear any of that. What about this? Eagle leather loincloth? I mean, that is pretty metal. If you turn up to battle wearing nothing but an eagle leather loincloth, especially if the head of the eagle is like where your Johnson is, and then like if you get a battle boner, it makes the eagle lift up like it's soaring into the sky, that would be an amazing piece of accoutrement. You know what? If anyone wants to make me an eagle leather loincloth and get it past the customs, because it's almost definitely illegal. I mean, I'm up for that. I'll wear an eagle leather loincloth. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to share pictures, but I'd sit here with the power of eagles coming out of my groin. It'd be good. And all of this armour's sitting on top of a pile of vomit. Lovely. That's what you want. That's what you want, isn't it? Clay Creeb says, YouTube viewers. That's a good point. Maybe we should name one of the dwarfs after YouTube, or after the YouTube viewers en masse. See how they do. Maybe we could name Lonely Billy. Oh, Kickstarter. Kickstarters. I've never done anything on Kickstarter. I've never backed anything, but there's a few things that have come off of there that I thought I might be interested in. People may think I'm crazy, but I'm very tempted by Star Citizen. I'm pretty sure that one day I am going to bite and go and buy that, but I'm not sure if today is that day. If you put him in a squad, he'll charge into battle. A battle boner. Well, you know what I mean, though. If you get too into something, well, you don't know what I mean, Sal. But if you get overexcited, you can end up accidentally tumessing. I don't know if that's the word. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that if you're that into battle that you're going in wearing an eagle leather loincloth, I think you're probably going to be aroused by it, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm putting thoughts into the head of an imaginary dwarf, and that would never happen. I can't imagine myself getting a battle boner. I'm a bit of a cowardly custard when it comes to the old violence. Don't think I'd last very long. So, he's got a silver bolt there, not really much use. Large donkey leather loincloth. Donkey leather, you say. Large copper low boot. It's on this one. Copper shield. Bronze chain leggings. Bronze helm. Copper left gauntlet. Copper right gauntlet. I mean, we could whack him in that, couldn't we? I mean, I feel like it's a little bit elaborate. It doesn't matter what we put. I mean, he's going to be better off not wearing armour. If he's making a sprint for the gates, he wants to be pretty lightly loaded. He doesn't want to be worn down or weighed down with any bronze. I mean, maybe the eagle leather loincloth is the answer. Maybe we get him to strip, put on the eagle leather loincloth, make sort of a shrieking imitation of an eagle in flight, and launch himself towards the gates. It could be an initiation rite, some kind of journey to manhood. And then, you know, his social standing will be determined when he gets through the gates by just how upright the eagle flies, so to speak. Could be right. Scream! Ah! Ah! I'm not entirely sure it's going to be the most effective method of growing the population, but it could work. I believe Johnny Five is already in the fortress, right? Oh, Johnny Five may have been killed. We could always put another Johnny Five in. I think so. It's about time. Poor old Johnny Five watching the intermittent YouTube publications I make. r/birdmen if you want bird conquest related posts. Heavens above. I'm guessing this is a real thing. I'm going to go to Reddit. I'm going to give it a try. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at r/birdmen. Search r/birdmen. Let's have a look. Are we going to see an eagle leather loincloth? Birdmen manga. The enlightened birdmen community. We are the enlightened clockmen. Tick, 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 tick. The foolish birdmen will never see our timed advances. Okay. Interesting. There is... Oh, it's a manga. Okay, let's have a look at the Birdmen manga, see what we see. No pictures, just images. Just images of failed links. Maybe I'll look up the anime at a later date, but right now, r/birdmen is not really bringing me the images of men in eagle loincloths that I had hoped for. I suppose it doesn't have to be a man, it could be a woman. Could be a woman. I mean, obviously, it's going to be difficult to judge their social standing when they get into the fortress. We need some other form of clothing for someone to wear as a woman as they run across the battlefield. Eagle leather loincloth, great for a man, fantastic. But we're going to need something a little bit more gender specific for a woman. A little bit more appropriate for the physiology. I mean, maybe we make them carry some sort of delicate object strung in a little basket from a chain from their lady parts? I don't know. This feels like it's getting into very bizarre territory. I feel like I'm about to be tapped on the shoulder by a Japanese television executive going, "I like the sound of your style, son." I don't know why he'd talk like that. Mainly because I don't want to be accused of doing anything disrespectful with a Japanese accent. He says, suggesting that Japanese television is depraved. Anyway, I feel like we've got enough out of this. Did we just open the gates and see what happens? I'm going to open the gates and see what happens. I can't be bothered to make him actually don an eagle leather loincloth. That's a lot of madness. That's a pain in the arse if ever I heard of one. Let's open the gate and see what happens. Add pull now, and of course we will also need to put on a military alert to avoid anybody charging out onto the surface like a Papega and getting butchered by the undead, because we don't want that. We do not, I repeat not, want that. Do we watch them do their run, or do we watch the gates and see if they make it in? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to witness a flood of undead coming in if we open the gates. Fuck it. The traders are still here. They can fight off any unwanted investors. Investigators. That's the one. Chansu! Enlightened birdmen. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look at that later on. First of all, we have to wait for these gates to open and for the undead to pour in. What's this out here? There's one already waiting to pour in through the gates as we speak. It's a gypsum? Oh no, it's a dingo. Sorry. A gypsum, of course, is a kind of boulder that you grind into powder to make casts. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows about gypsum. The dingo doesn't seem to be making it in. That's interesting. I'm going to pause matters. We're going to take a little look. We're going to take a little look for our newest Amos Otilogem. So we're going to say U. What's it for searching? Q. A-M-O-S. Amos Otilogem the Weaponsmith. Where are you? Have you made it past the gauntlet of enemies? Let fly your eagle shriek and run along the side of the volcano. You will become a citizen if you make it here. Come on, you can do it.
Don your eagle loincloth. Make sure your helm is snug inside his head. Come on, you can make it. You can do it. We may have to make more eagle loincloths. If this works as a thing, it might have to be a thing that's done. Every single migrant must go through this rite of passage. He's making it. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's got the touch. He's got the power. Come on. I'm blowing my beer bottle like it's a vuvuzela. I'm not. I'm blowing across the top of it. That's not how you do one of those vuvuzela things. Everything I know about them, I learned from that one World Cup. Come on. Across the dip. That's it. He's made it across the dip. How far from the gates is he? Is he doing okay? Oh, we've probably got hundreds of undead flooding the fortress right now. There does appear to be some form of undead horse in the corridor that he'll have to make it past. But the horse is sandwiched between him and... It's been killed. It's been killed by the trader guards. Nice. They appear to be spilling out of the trade depot, cheering him on. They're all waving and jumping and clapping, looking at his little eagle willy going up and down as he runs. Come on. Into the fortress. You can do it. He's done it, in fact. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're going to need a special name. Someone's going to have to be giving you their name. Bear with me while I try and shut the surface gate. Add Paul now. I mean, what do we call him? He was going to be Lonely Billy, but not so lonely anymore. He's made it into the fortress. Wait, you ain't been bitten by any kind of weird creature or anything while you're out there, have you? I think he's clean. If he can make it through the trap gauntlet, we can assume he's clean. He did it. Chansu should be a channel point command that just rolls a random D100. That's a good point, actually. We could do that. We could do that. We could do that. How has this guy made it? Billy Big Balls. That's probably a good name for him. It's a good name for him. 2010 South Africa. That was the World Cup. That was the one. Okay, we'll call him Billy Big Balls. Why not? Amos Attila Gem. If we just go over to Therapist for a second, we can see him here, the newest arrival. Set nickname, Billy Big Balls. There we go. And now Billy Big Balls will forever be known as a member of the fortress, having completed the Eagle Loincloth Challenge. Amazing. Question mark? I appear to have full screened the fucking game. F11 does that. I had literally no idea. Eagle Boner Billy. My goodness. I mean, that could be misinterpreted though. That could definitely be misconstrued. Question mark? That could definitely be misconstrued. Like, it could be Billy who bones eagles, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. Living it up in the Hotel California. No, Billy, no! Where was I? Yes, I was trying to figure out mining issues. That was it. Mining issues. Let's go down. Actually, let's check they've shut the gates. Hooray! They've shut the gates. And the traders appear unable to leave. Double hooray! Trapped forever. So, down to the mines. Let's have a little peek at what's happening down here. They've done some of the digging, but they've not made it shallow enough to allow for channeling in the water. So, with that in mind, we need to increase the surface area once again. We are running a little low on squares that will allow us to do that. However, question mark? Oh, okay. Channel, don't mind. There we go. However, we will continue to try. We shall do our best. There we go. Just got to wait for a few more dwarves to turn up. Goodness me, it's 3 minutes past 1 in the morning. Oh, also, military alert. Good point, Sal. Very good point. We need to turn that off. Bosh. There we go. And everybody survived. Hooray! Hooray! Success story. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world it could be. That's like a weird way to do that song, isn't it? It's not the normal way it's sung, for sure. Ah, dear. So, we've done quite well here. We've done pretty well. We've got a new member of the fortress in after
very punishing initiation ceremony. We've managed to do some trading, which has been good because that's been a rare thing, this fortress. The undead have been so dense on the surface that it's been kind of rare for any of the trade caravans to actually get into the buildings. But it looks like they're going to be okay. Are they actually trying to leave, or are they just standing out in the corridor for no real reason? I mean, I can open the gates for them. They're going to have to go straight past this opossum, this undead opossum. But I feel like the way they've dispatched everything that came in through the gates, they're going to be okay with it, right? Let's do it. We may as well watch something else interesting before I take a break. So, add pull now. There we go. And then up to the surface to watch the gates open and the traders sally forth, so to speak. Come on, traders. Get the gate open.
Scoundrel needs a wee. This can't take forever.
I mean, it probably could take forever, but I don't want this to take forever. Oh, dear. Come on. Come on, everybody. Gates open. Let the traders go. Send them on their way so they can come back again with more sweet treats. Although I'm more interested in the books and the musical instruments. Whoa, look at that. They didn't wait. They were ready. They had their crossbows already primed. Do you prime a crossbow? I imagine you don't prime a crossbow. You probably string a crossbow, right? Whatever. They were prepared. They shot their bolts the second the door opened. Clearly already at the vinegar strokes. Oh, God. Disgusting. Doesn't actually seem to be doing much good. The crossbows... Then again, I suppose a crossbow isn't that good against an animate skeleton, right? I mean, even if you hit it, you're going to chip a bit off, but you're not really... I mean, you're not going to give it a terrible flesh wound, are you? There we go. The opossum skeleton's been done for. That's nice. It doesn't look like they're actually leaving. They are going back to the trade depot. Why is this, though? What's the plan? And why is this one guy standing here? Is he so horrified by the undead opossum that he's just staring at its corpse? It's slack-jawed and goggle-eyed. I thought they could only be alive or dead, not both. Ah! Well, whatever's going on, one of his guards is standing by him. It's a good guard. He knows what he's supposed to do. Protect the gobsmacked merchant. And his two-humped camel. No, they don't seem to want to leave. And now I really can't pull the lever, because the second I pull that, it's going to catapult them into the ceiling and kill them. Which, you know, if they were elves, wouldn't really be a problem. But here, under these circumstances, I would rather keep dwarves alive, you know? I don't want to hurt them. I mean, unless I really have to. In which case I will very definitely do that. That soil wall never got dug out, did it? That's weird. I wonder why. Maybe if I put it under, or put a thing next to it. Put a little bit of burrow next to it. Oh, another creature's been killed, or another undead beast. They are now off the... No. Now they are off the bridge, though, so I could theoretically close the bridge, but that would be weird. Basically, we'd split the party then. Half the traders, well, the majority of the traders would be back here in the trade depot, and then there'd be this lunatic out here standing on the doorstep going, "Come on in! Come on in, you undead bastards! I'll kill you! I'll cut you up!" "We've already been cut up." "Alright, I'll cut you up more! Don't fucking push me!" I don't know why he's got such a high-pitched voice. You wind a crossbow, usually. Ah, okay. That makes sense. The little pulley. A little pulley thing going. I suppose I've seen the ones where you put your foot in a stirrup. They were on that building a castle thing. God, what was that place called again? Can't remember. They do seem to be repelling the undead pretty well, but I don't want to know. I don't really want to push it too far. I kind of want the traders to piss off, and then we can shut the gates again and just let the surface stew as it is, you know? It's not vital that we keep the fortress exposed. And right now, having all this military alert on all the time is a bit of a pain in the arse, because while we've got the alert on, there's no mining underway. Are you a trader, or are you one of our people? Because he's is a thresher. Are you going to dig that? He dug it. Ah. So now they could theoretically get their wagons in, even though they apparently managed to get most of their gear in anyway. So a miner can leave a military alert zone to do a mining task? Question mark? If I press W, there's not going to be a... No, there's no burrow there. That's weird. Well, you know what? This little mystery can wait for a bit. We're going to leave the gates open and we're going to take a peek down at the mining zone and see what we've got going on there. Because they may have begun channeling... Ah, look at that! Look at that. We're at the perfect level. DX. And then we'll just undo all of these jobs here and get all these ones down here dug out first. Because that's the ideal scenario. That's what we really want to happen. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, I like it. Also, I think it's probably a good time to take a break, actually. So I'm going to pause the game so it's not running in the background. I'm going to turn off the Simon Swerwer and go over to the home screen and say, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a genuine pleasure recording for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, YouTubers. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye.